For 30 years, this image and the famous yellow shirt acted as a psychological weapon. Opponents often stepped onto the pitch already beaten, weary of the South American giants before the referee even blew the whistle. At the 2026 World Cup in New Jersey, 80,000 fans packed a sweltering stadium, expecting to witness a continuation of that historic dominance. But Morocco took the pitch with a different mindset. They didn't retreat or play for draws. They operated with the confidence that they could actively dictate the game and beat Brazil outright. So how exactly did the most storied team in international football lose their psychological grip on the sport? Aura is a byproduct of tactical control. When that coordination slips, as it did during these 90 minutes, the fear factor vanishes. We expect fluid, unified football from a Brazilian squad, a team moving in lockstep to overwhelm defenses. In New Jersey, they appeared static and out of sync. Much of that breakdown centered on the decision to hand Lucas Paquetá the crucial number, 10 role. Under his direction, the offense stagnated. The passing lanes that usually slice through midfields constantly broke down before they could reach the final third. Without creative playmaking in the center, the forwards were left isolated, struggling to find a link to the team. The lack of creativity was so apparent that pundits argued a largely immobile, injured Neymar would have offered more as a playmaking option. The traditional Brazilian rhythm has slowed to a series of broken links, making their tactical setup easier for opponents to read and neutralize. On the other side of the pitch, Morocco controlled the game's tempo with a structured and confident approach. They captured the essence of the beautiful, composed game, unexpectedly executing it with more precision than Brazil did. Morocco maintained control in the midfield, anchored by a disciplined performance from Lille's 18-year-old standout, Badia. Alongside Badia, coordinated pushes from Brahim Diaz and Achraf Hakimi limited Brazil's options and allowed Morocco to dictate the pace of the match. Morocco outplayed Brazil aesthetically, showing the kind of crisp passing and tactical swagger that the world usually associates with the yellow shirts. By beating Brazil at their own style of football, Morocco demonstrated that a team's reputation fades the moment an opponent achieves superior tactical organization. Given Morocco's control over the midfield, how did Brazil manage to leave with a 1-1 draw? They relied on a lingering strength in their DNA. Isolated superstar brilliance that can rescue a result even when the tactics fail. When the team needed a moment of magic, Vinicius Jr stepped up, maneuvering through the Moroccan defense to score a massive equalizer. While a superstar can rescue a result, these isolated flashes of talent don't address the lack of coordination between the midfield and the attack. Brazil is currently leaning on individual moments rather than team-wide dominance, making their success far less predictable than in years past. This draw highlights a gap between the prestige of the Brazilian name and the actual performance on the pitch. Morocco's only significant missing piece was a clinical finisher. A slightly sharper performance in front of goal might have resulted in a lopsided defeat for Brazil. Throughout the match, Brazil appeared less like a unified team and more like a collection of talented individuals. Struggling to find a common rhythm, the rest of the world has caught up. Opponents no longer fear the jersey alone. They've seen that tactical organization can neutralize even the world's most famous superstars.